humans are fine. But furry critters with teeth and claws are better. Here are some of our favorite animal companions in games. Okay, so while companions with the ability to hold a grenade launcher do come in handy in video games, it's time to celebrate our somewhat less talkative friends.
See if there's any good stuff nearby, boy.
They might not wisecrack back or actually have a canine 2-3, but our animal sidekicks come in seriously handy and they never irritate us by saying the same thing over and over again. Instead, we can ride into battle, use those extra canines for the greater good, or even just appreciate the view from their perspective. Oh, and if you could just pause and move your mouse over to the subscribe button, we can get going. I promise there will be less puns. Maybe.
Let's go, boy.
A list of animal companions without Fallout's Dogmeat is frankly unthinkable, so let's get him out the way first. Everyone's favorite German Shepherd isn't exclusive to Fallout 4, but that's where we really got to appreciate him in true 1080p style for the first time.
Okay then, let's stick together.
If you're anything like us, you'll probably be a little too scared to use him for anything other than keeping you company around Sanctuary, because the Wasteland is such a horrific place and reviving him gives us physical pain. Regardless, you can teach him tricks and even find clothes to make sure he constantly looks like the legend he truly is.
Hey boy, you know any tricks?
Now, this one's a little controversial. Well, as controversial as having a feathered companion gets. Assassin's Creed Valhalla's Raven Synin actually does a lot less from the skies than Cassandra's Icaros from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Icaros could spot guards and attack them like a sky drone, while Synin will just give you the lay of the land, show you key elements but not label up foes. Which bird is your favorite will absolutely depend on your playstyle.
Rest your wings, Synin.
You won't go in blind either way, but these two are very different brands of eagle vision. Synin has also had a handy updated skill that means they auto-loot your foes from a distance, which is very handy if you're getting your bow on. Oh, and you can make Synin a pigeon or a dragon. Ah, Boomer, we missed you. Those furry ears, that beautiful nose, the fact that you drop guns at our feet instead of sticks.
Watch out for that damn dog! Damn it!
Far Cry 5's Boomer is a perfect companion to head out into the culty wilderness of Hope County with, but only if you're brave enough to have to retrieve him every so often. Boomer isn't a tank, so you'll need to keep an eye out, as fun as it is when he floors foes. But he is a scout, so he's really useful for tagging up enemies and bringing you guns and ammo when you need it most. Yes, you're a very good boy. We'll get you some treats the minute we're done with murdering all these humans, okay?
Wait, Yuri!
Now, we don't want to go all calendar quote on you, but sometimes life is all about the journey, not the destination. Few games epitomize this idea more than The Witcher 3. But Geralt's adventures would be nothing without the wind in his hair and his trusty steed, Roach.
Come on, Roach.
Sure, you don't send her on missions, but few companions are as reliable and just plain handy as Roach. You can accessorize her with all kinds of creature heads, and she's a constant throughout your journey. Plus, having someone to talk to about the view is always nice, isn't it? I think I'm going to put this on Insta, Roach. You look great.
Your voice, it's, interesting. Gotta say, I expected a young mare to sound, girlish.
Based on what? Your vast experience with talking animals? As far as I know, I'm your first.
Good point.
If you thought we could resist adding another Far Cry Fang for hire, you'd be, well, very wrong. Horatio from Far Cry New Dawn might look fierce, but this is a seriously lovable, if probably slightly radioactive, boar. And he isn't just useful for satisfying scratches between the ears. Horatio is basically a giant snorty tank.
Get this pork off of me!
Take him into an enemy outpost and he can take far more bullet fire than you'd expect. And you can follow him around as he naims and stomps enemies at will. Horatio has a hell of a shove.
They're surrounded! Close in!
Nice work. And will even bring you back to life when he spent the last 5 minutes on fire. Thanks, buddy. I knew I could count on you. Sure, Borderlands 3 has co-op options, or co-options if you will, but if none of your human friends are free, then opting to play as Beastmaster Flak is your best way of bringing someone else along for the bullet-packed ride.
Just keep that thing on a leash, huh?
While there is a choice of creatures each with their own specific benefits, there's truly no trusty sidekick better than your skag, Mr. Chew.
Good to see you, my boy.
Just look at that face! So cute! So loving! So distracting when Lilith is trying to give an inspiring speech. Seriously though, Mr. Chew is an absolute boon when you're surrounded and can even spit acid vomit for distant targets if he's not up close and personal. Aw, what a boy.
Arise, my soul. Look at that little butt waggle.
Are we cheating making the last entry here an entire species? Well, probably, but it's our list and we're throwing a lasso around Red Dead Redemption 2's horses. While you're obviously responsible for a name and piling on a whole lot of anthropomorphism to hoof, it's important to talk about the incredible difference your chosen stallion makes to the game. For one, you have to do the catching and taming.
It's okay.
Meaning that you feel like you've truly been there from the beginning. And you can build a unique bond with your horse depending on how you treat them. There are even 19 different types, all with very different personalities and traits, meaning that your chosen steed is truly yours. Come on, Steve, let's go take in some more sights and maybe rob a train later. Yes, I do remember what happened last time. Less of your sass.
Son of a bitch.
So that's 7 animal companions we wish we had with us in day-to-day life. Let us know who deserves your scritches in the comments below. Drop us a like if you enjoyed the animal magic, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one. If you do already subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know exactly when our next feature arrives on the channel.